Please direct your attention to the assistant moderator in the red shirt standing in front of the moderator. He approaches table 1 and engages them in a conversation. The assistant moderator picks up a stack of ballots that they have just finished counting. However, they are still tallying the count. So each stack of 50 ballots has a race that has 2 choices. So 100 marks for every stack of 50 ballots needs to be made. The assistant moderator takes a stack of 50 ballots and puts it on top of the counted pile. Table 1, however, is still tallying that count. Those ballots remain on the top of the pile for a little over 2 minutes unmolested. During this time, just point out a couple of other inconsistencies with the process. The first one goes back to the original election. If you look at the Raymond.gov website and look up the election results, you'll see under Article 38 that the tally adds up to 1,529 votes, which is about 175 more than were cast. So the most logical presumption here is that somebody wrote a 5 instead of a 3, and that count should actually be 1329, which would line up with all the other articles. And there's no way to check that without the ticker tape from the machine or possibly the moderator's worksheet, both of which have been 91A'd and both of which have not been provided. There are tallying errors with the recount where undervotes are double counted as undervotes and overvotes, skewing the result of the final tally. The moderator is instructing the assistant moderator now to bring uncounted ballots over to table 3. Presumably, table 3 has completed their count and is about to complete their tally. And the moderator takes the counted ballots and now places them on top of the ballots that the assistant moderator had just put there a few minutes ago from table 1. So table 1's ballots are now covered by table 3 ballots. The assistant moderator, busy with the new ballots on table 3, either didn't see or didn't register that the table 1 ballots are now buried under table 3 ballots. He rather inexplicably sorts through uncounted ballots. He decides to take some, put some back, and then decides to take them after all. I don't know what decision process was being made at that point, but I don't think one was necessary. The assistant moderator, because table 1 now knows that their tally is wrong. He's being informed. He looks over at the moderator, and what he should have done is gone to the moderator at that time. Instead, he walks over to the pile of counted ballots while he has uncounted ballots in his hand. So now he has uncounted and counted ballots. He's just taken the ballots from table 3 and brings them over to table 1 so that they can check their count, so that they can recheck. He's asked at this time, how do you know that is the stack that you took from us? And he assured them that it was. He now goes over to table 2 and again inexplicably starts shuffling ballots. So about 10 minutes, I think a little less than 10 minutes later, Table 1 has discovered that the stack of ballots that they were given is not their original stack because the counts do not match the candidate votes from the ballot, from the original set of ballots. He finally involves the moderator. So while they're having this discussion, the assistant moderator picks up the ballots from Table 3. An observer at the far right of the table is explaining to the moderator that the stack of ballots was removed from the table before their tally. The assistant moderator walks around the table and tries to pick up some ballots. He's instructed by the observer and the moderator to leave the ballots alone, they haven't been counted. He then tries to walk away with the Table 3 ballots, and the moderator stops him and takes the Table 3 ballots from him. The assistant moderator goes over to the stack of counted ballots and starts shuffling through them, and then throws his hands up and walks away. So we have an assistant moderator that's walking around handing out wrong ballots. He has counted and uncounted ballots at the same time. He tried to cover up his error in judgment by not telling the moderator when he should have, and could have avoided all of this.